Hey y'all, be right back. Just trying to switch this light back over here. I forgot to took that down. It'll only take me a second. So bear with me while everybody hops on here. I will do this real quick. Okay. Okay, that should, whoops. That should be good. I can find an open plug. I think I did. Ah, that just fell. Hold on. Yeah. Ah, there we go. There we go. All right. How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody over the Halloween? The Halloweeny? All right, I'm gonna try to. Oh gosh, let me move this. Welcome. Let me get my lives up here real quick. I'm gonna try to just cover comments on. I went live. I think I'm live in the design group as well. Okay, so we're live in here. So we got that one. Hey, Cease. Hey, Rebecca. All right, now I'm just gonna see if we're live. How do I do it on this daggone computer? I'm trying to go back and forth from a tablet, computer, and phone. How find me live here? I don't know. I have to refresh it. Sorry, y'all. I was about to try to follow the comments over there just in case somebody pops on over there, and I'm just praying it might work. I don't know if it will. And it did. What? Yeah. Okay, we'll make that big. I don't know if I'll be able to see comments anyway. Oh, yeah, I can. Okay. Oh, they're coming up in both. Wow, I didn't even have to do that. Sweet. All right. That was a dumb move on my part. So now I don't have to pay attention to that. So I'm going to close that one down and get that out of the way. So I don't get glitter all over that. So anyway, if I missed anybody, hey Darlene, come on in, y'all. What we're doing tonight is, I hope I can reach this daggone thing. I try to switch everything around the other day, y'all. Try to get a new view, and now it's just a hot mess. So bear with me. It's just a hot mess. So what we're going to do is this sweet little sleigh. I love it. Hey, Stephanie. Welcome. We're going to do this sweet little sleigh. What we did Saturday is I came on, you can go find that class, and I came on and I prepped a few bases. If we have enough time tonight, I might do a second one with the Santa Claus back here and the tree with the other base that we prepped. We'll see how much time we got, guys. Okay. I've got a bunch of florals out here, guys. You know how I like to just bring everything out of the world out here, just because we don't know what we're going to use. Or I don't. I know I'm going to use some of this stuff, but I just don't know where my design's going to go until I start going there, okay? So we stuffed this with foam. In case you missed it, I took some scrap foam and filled the bottom and glued it to the bottom. Then I took a piece of this foam right here, kind of two size, all right? And I took some dowel rods like are coming out of his bottom here, okay? And I glued those in, and I also glued it to the foam, okay? So nothing's going anywhere. And then I found a round. It's probably about 4-inch round, about 2 by 4-inch round, because I wanted, he's got a tail, so I had to build him up. So his tail, you know, because I want him coming up about right here. And then I also drilled holes in this, this is like a resin cardinal from the Hobby Lobby. And I put some dowels in there as well. I glued those, okay? Oh, that's all right. I was in both groups, I guess. I was trying to do it in both in case somebody come over there. So I turned it on to see if I needed to see comments. But no, they come up on both pages. That's awesome. So anyway, I also showed them how to do the puff snow on the cardinal and then glitter that because he was all red when we got him. Okay, he was all red when we got him, so I did all that. So let's get going here. Okay, now let's explain that. I got this container from, I think, Jams Designs and Supplies. I just fell in love with it because I love cardinals and stuff, and it was a sleigh. So let's get going. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to want to put our focal point, our cardinal, in here. So hopefully I got the glue going here. It's hot enough. It's not hot enough. But we're going to make it work. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to glue these sticks. I made them extra long because I want them to kind of go down into that next layer of foam. My glue pot was working or heated up right, but that's all right. We got this thing. We got back up. We got back up. That's all right. No harm, no foul. And we're also going to glue around his bottom here, okay? I want that to stick to the foam as well. Okay, so just be generous. Oh, dang, I don't always run out of glue stick right at a moment when I don't need to run out. I don't want this to cool off too much before I start sticking it. You know what I'm saying? We don't want it to cool off too much. Okay, so I got that nice and glued. Doesn't have to be pretty, okay? And then also just make sure your cardinal's facing front first. Obviously. I'm just being silly, y'all. Okay, and now I'm just going to stick him straight down. It gets a little harder. I did make those super long because I wanted those to stick. I hope I got him where I want him. I don't know. I probably didn't. See, I probably should have done it. I probably should have done that backwards. Well, we're gonna leave it there. I probably should have done that backwards, but that's okay. It'll work still. He's just back a little far, okay? All right, and that's all you gotta do. This is your focal point. This is where we start. I should have put some shorts on. I'll pull my britches up around my knees. It's getting hot in here. I should have put some shorts on. I wonder if I got any down here. I forgot how hot it gets down here. Hey, Linda, Karen. See, hey, Susan. Did I say hi, Kathy? I can't remember if I said hi. All right, so we've got our base and everything made. This is where it gets fun, and you can do whatever you want to do, guys. Just pull you out some greenery. Oh, I love some daggone berries. Well, we'll be gluing those back on, y'all. I don't like to lose berries. So we've got this we can mix in there. I'm going to save this. This is from Jim's Supplies and Designs, I think, too. I buy stuff all over, guys. And this is item number F421. 2928, and it's a Raz product, Raz import. Okay, so we might add a bit of that greenery in here. I've got 3 of these, which I know I'm going to use because I want that frosted look, like I said, going in here. Okay, oops, sorry, that frosted feeling going on in there. I do believe I got those at Jams too. This was some stuff I ordered off her, I think. And that's 82885. Okay, it's got some nice cedar stuff on here that's really nice and frosted. Okay, and I think we may use all 3. I'm not sure, so we'll get all 3 out just in case. Okay, so I know I'm using these, and I know I'm definitely going to use some of this 60919. This is the Christmas one, so it's got a little bit different number on it. I'm not sure where I got this one, to be quite honest with you. Again, I buy a lot online. But the number on this is 63526 R-RD. But I think this was pretty much, it might be sold out everywhere, because I got on quick and snagged me up some of that stuff. So we're going to use some of that. I don't know why I got all of those out of there. I don't think we'll need that many. I brought them over anyway. And like I said, we might put some of this in there. I'm not going to read the number on that because I think we'll just get going. And then as I go and use some stuff, I'll read the numbers if I haven't read them already. Okay. And we'll probably use some of these maybe. That's got the holly to match our sleigh and whatnot. You know, just somewhere maybe. Maybe. If we do, I'll read that to you. And then for our ribbon choices, I pulled up this one. I'm not sure about that one. We might just go with 2. And it's probably just going to be like a red and a, you know, something like this. I might add a green to it. Once we see what our design's going to look like when it's done. Okay? So let's get going. Let's break apart. Excuse me. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Linda. How are you? How are you doing, girl? Okay, I'm trying to, when it gets flopped like this, you kind of got to pay attention. I like to pay attention to where my pieces are. Like here, this one's broke down in 3 pieces, okay? And we might cut these down even further, but around the base, I think I hope these aren't wired. Are these wired? Oh, dang it, Bobby. That makes me angry. I hate it when they use that silk wire, y'all. That just makes me mad. I wish. And then they cover it up with paper so you don't even know it. So I don't know what we're going to do. We might just... I'll tell you what, we're going to try to cut it. I'm not going to mess with that crap. I hate that. I could have had that all done already. I hit it with the paper coating, you know, that you can just pull right off. Oh, good. Oh, nice. Hey, Cindy. Oh, crap. That hurt. All right, so we're going to try to cut this apart here, guys. See how much thicker it goes up here. I don't know if you can see, but it's paper down here, and I didn't notice that it had that. It's got that silk wrap to it. I'm sure you guys have used it. It's a major. There is a trick to where you can pull it, and it'll just start to unravel. But anyway, it's that horrible, horrible stuff. I can't stand that. Okay. Ah, yes. Thank goodness for good snips. So we might be using all these unless I can figure out how to cut those apart now that they're in that stupid wire. Man, I hate that stuff. I really do. This one's got a pine cone here. I don't want to cut that off. So I'm going to try my best to work around that. Not cut that wire. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. I'll give my hands a break. We'll stick these in. We'll come back and cut some more. I really like this one because it's got some of that long stuff in there. Let me zoom in here, guys. I feel like my camera angle is horrible. Let me move that over just a little bit. I feel like it's going over that way too much. Let's try that. I told you I really messed with it. Oh, that's better. That's better. Okay, so we got 3 of these. We're just going to spread these out. Okay. It's kind of going to be some of our filler. So we got one with the long straggler. We got one with 2 stragglers. And then we got one of these. Okay. So I am going to cut these apart since they have those, because I want to know where I want to put those. Okay. So let's just cut these apart real quick. Aren't these pretty? No, I didn't get no snow. Did you get snow? They said last night, some places, I didn't see none for the Halloween. But some people, like, at work came in and said, I'm going to put these together, guys. That one's got one in the middle, too. So what I do, I hope I didn't cut that in the wrong place. I probably did. Oh, well, guys, it's just our filler. I did. I cut that one in the wrong daggone place, you know. That's okay. I'm yakking and I'm not paying attention here. That one goes there. Come on, babe. Get in there. That one goes over there. That one goes there. We're just going to have to add that one back in. And we'll cut it. You know what? We can pull these out now. We'll just use this as a bigger filler in the front. Okay. Dang it, I really wish I would have known this was one of those picks. I could have prepped a little better, guys. I apologize. Alright, so I'm going to pull this one down. Try not to make it the same mistake I just did. But now I got this one wrapped totally different. Come on, get out there. Pull that up. That up there. Well, that's just the way it goes, I guess. It's just the way it goes. Put that tag off there. This will move along quicker once I get this daggone thing cut apart. It's our last one, so. Oh, goodness. Okay, I think we got that one. Pull that one apart there. They wrap that pine cone right around that thing. There we go. Okay, so we got that one. Alright, and then that pine cone came off too. First one came off apart real nice, didn't it? That one came apart real nice. This one not so much, but that's okay. We're going to place these sporadically all over anyway around other stuff. Okay, so now I got these pieces. Kind of put my big pieces. He's got two. That one's got two. This one I might cut down one more time, guys. I'll get one more piece out of that. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. We got one, two. That might have been what I was supposed to do in the first place. And then we got our smaller pieces. Okay. We got that. Let me pull the light back up so I can see your comments. I really need a pair of shorts. I'll burn up. I'm burning up. Hey, dog. Low 80s today, Sue. I don't want to hear that. Low 20 something today. Just want to say no. Okay. So let's get some of that off here. Alright, guys. So let's start with our base. Okay. Let's get all this stuff out the way. So we're going to try to start with our bigger fillers. I am going to turn this around to kind of start here. I do think I want to also incorporate some of these that I've cut off. I've got some of these. We'll wait on that. We'll see how our bottom goes right now. Okay, so I'm probably gonna have to pick these since I cut those apart with that stupid wire, thick wire stuff. It'll hold on to it, so you hear me banging. Move my glue pot over here a little bit. Save my berries. Not lose those. Okay, that's up too high now. So the shorter one, I think I'm gonna come. I'll start this shorter one, kind of in this backside. Okay, I want to kind of come in here at an angle and just go in there. Okay, and we're going to take all these smaller ones. I don't know if I need to pick this one. See how that trick is to unraveling that? That's what makes me see. Now it came apart. Now it came apart. Ooh, I might. You know what, guys? I got an idea. Yep. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. Now it comes apart easy. Kind of. Once it twists a little bit. Now that one's all caught up. Let's get that down there. There we go. Lose one? I don't think so. Alright, so now they're coming up. Now we're cooking with grease, y'all. Just kind of pull that off like that, guys. See how easy that is? But that would have never worked had I tried to do it the whole pick, so I'm just saying. Now, this one's glued in here. I'm a little angry. So we're just taking this. It's glued. We can pull that one off. So it's glued. It might not be so easy. Let's see here. Let's see, guys. Sorry, this is going to help the design. It's tied in a knot there. If it gets tied in a knot, it won't spin so easy. So you got to kind of undo that little knot right there. And it's still in a knot. Still kind of in a knot. Oh, please. Let's see if we can pull them apart. There's separation there. Why is that big separation? That's just one piece, so I don't think I'm going to worry about it. I just don't like that fuzz and that stuff on there. There we go. There we go. Good enough. Okay. So we got those again now. So that one's in there now. So whatever. It's just going to stay in there. Since that's in there right there, we're going to use this one with the longer. I do not like that string on there. We'll just cut it off. Okay. And then we'll use this pick back here in this back side where we started just a minute ago. We'll just go underneath that one. Okay. Now we can fill in just a little bit better with these going around. Sorry if I'm missing any comments. Now we can just kind of go back in here and around. I'm just kind of separating them because we're going to go back in with more filler. You know what I'm saying? So don't be too worried about filling this all up with just this stuff, okay? Don't be too worried about that. Okay? So use 3 towards the back, okay? Like I said, we're going to kind of go in and fill in. Ooh, Stace, let's stick that in a little further. Fill in with other greeneries, okay? So let's go around the front side, kind of do the same thing. Real simple. Should cut that off. Real simple. We'll just kind of go in there again. Okay. That's going to be so pretty when it's done, I think. Okay. Stick that one in there. Alright. Down around that front side. Separate those a little bit. Oh, yeah. Hey, Lori. Sorry, I didn't say hi. Yeah, y'all's cold too. Yeah, the guys didn't even tell me until this afternoon before I was getting ready to leave. They didn't bring it up to me yesterday, nothing. And didn't tell me today either. They, oh, yeah, you got a box. I was like, but we had a bunch of people out on the install today, so he probably remembered when they got back, so. But yes, thank you. I got my box. Okay, let's get on this one. Let's see. Let's try to get this paper off without cutting myself. Oh, I caught a pine cone. And then I'm going to try to unravel this. Let's see if this one works just as well. Guarantee you it probably won't. Let's cut it off. Oh, goodness. That stuff's, yeah, I was like, they're usually pretty good at it, but we've had a lot of installs this week, so we've been, Gary, our shipment guy, he was gone all day. I was super busy yesterday, so I didn't go back there, so. Anywho. Well, I don't think we're getting this one apart, guys. I don't think I'm going to try it. It's going to take too much work. So we're going to use this one as one of the long back ones. Okay, I am going to rearrange this little one there a little bit, spread that out. Okay, so I want these to kind of come out the back, kind of like this. Okay, I got a little fuzz in there, so I'm gonna put that one kind of down in there. Okay, because we want some frill going on in here. So let me get another one of these. And this one, I think we're gonna come out and go in a little bit on this one, because we're gonna have to have one out this other side in the back. So I think we'll use the shorter ones in the front. Because again, I'm not gonna try to. I really wish I could get these. It makes me so mad that they do that. I got the other ones apart pretty well, but this paper won't come off. Super easy. I'm not gonna waste time. I got stuff we can add in here, so heck with it. Let's make it even crazier. I'm just saying. Like I said, we're going to come back over in here. I'll have to use my pliers on this side. What am I doing there? Because that tail's there and I can't hardly push that in there with that tail. Okay, so see how we're just kind of building up kind of a basic base. We'll spread that one out a little bit over here. All right, so we got a couple of these left. So I think I'm going to do this one with the pine cone already attached, kind of in here, because like I said, we're going to go in there with some other. Oh, yeah, that wire came off. That was nice. So we'll take that one off. Oh, sweet. We'll stick this one up in here. Okay. We're just kind of building a skeleton to add other greenery to. Kind of basically, get those strings out of the way. We don't want those part of our design and whatnot. Hi, Irene. Welcome. So I am going to glue this. You know what? We're just going to take that off. We're just going to glue these on separate. It'll be just as easy, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we'll just glue this one kind of down in this, down in here. So angle that forward a little bit. So see how we've got these frills coming all the way around, kind of. So that's what we're going to do with those. And then we'll go back in and fill in, you know, our other little funness and whatnot. See how easy that you can get that off if you get it started right? But had I tried to take that paper off, we'd been here all night. I'm just saying. We would have been here all night. Alright, we got one, we got two of those frillers left. Because this is really friller night. I'll come back in here with that one. Okay, make sure we kind of got that turned and bent. Let's turn that somehow. Oh, there we go. Okay, make sure we got that kind of where we want that one. I'll scoot that one back up there. Okay, we got one of our little frillers, like I said. We want him over here as well. Kind of facing up forward like that other one. Like the other side. So see how we're building up around here. Okay, we got one more. Ooh, look at that. I like it a lot. I think we're going to come out in the front with this last one. Okay, I think we're pretty even around that side. So I think I want to come out this front with one of those as well. And then we're just going to take our last piece and stick it back in here. I don't like this piece, so I'm going to stick it back here. You can't really see it. It's not got as much flocking on it, so I'm going to hide him kind of back in here a little bit, I think. And then put this more flock piece up towards that front. Bend that. Got that on my fingernails there. Okay. Okay. Let's push that in there. Okay. So look how cool that is. All right. This tail's going up there. So look how pretty it's coming out already, just with this flock stuff. So, hey Lynette, did I ever say hi to you? Hey Denise. You can have all the snow you want. It's getting cold here, I'm just saying. I can take it. Alright, so now we want to add, I think we're going to add some of these florals in here. Ooh, smack myself in the face. Like I said, this is, it's like a 60919, but it's a 63526 RD. Okay, I love this stuff. And you can break it apart or keep it together. I think I'm going to keep it together just to add more of a filler. You know, I want to take it apart when it's all together. Okay, so we're going to use like this piece just like this. I don't know if you can see. Try and put it in front of my shirt so you can see. Okay, so we're just going to snip those. Okay, I might just pick this one. Since it's got that paper on there, it'll get all over. Well, I might pick it. Maybe my pick machine get all over it tonight. Heck yeah. Okay, and just spread it out. Okay, and I think I'm going to come in here and just come out in between down here on these. Quite honestly, I could have cut a little bit more off of that. Okay, so I'm just going down in here. Okay, and that's what I like about this, because you can spread it around in and mix it in with all that stuff. We just lost one there. So we're just going to glue that back down in that paper, right down in there. Just going to glue it right back in there. Okay. So see how it just, look how that does. Look how pretty that just mixes in with that stuff. Okay. Just mixes really nicely in with that. Okay. Again, just spread these out. I love these things. Great on wreaths, great on centerpieces, everything. So see, in that, look at that, isn't that pretty? They even got a little twiglet in there. What I like to call. Oh, I was going to pick that, but well, we're not now. We're just going to try it. We are just going to try it. So I think I'll go back in here with one more. Actually, we're going to try to. We're going to go in somewhere else. So that one I'm going to need to pick. So let's go in here with this one. Okay. I just smashed them all down in there. Just unspread them all, is what I meant. Squished them when I was trying to get that in there. Okay. So see how that's just, see how much that's filling in right now? Look how much that's filling in. Just with that right there. Okay. It's just filling in super nicely. Okay. Again, just spread those out and around town. Again, I'm going to pick this one because it's going to have to go kind of in that one little area behind his tail, which is kind of hard to reach. Okay. Just nice and spread. Okay. Now we can get down. Now we can get down in there. Now we can get down in there, and that will hold. And then we can pull some of this down and around our other little white greenery. Mix that in. Okay. So see how pretty that's looking so far, and how that's filling that in real nice. Okay. All right, so now we're going to start off. We're going to come in here. Okay, we've got this side pretty much filled in with that stuff. So let's open one more. Let's get that off the table. Let's get one more of these going. Okay. I only need two. Probably only need. I'm trying to figure out where my bunches are here, guys. Probably only need. Well, that one just came all apart. That just made me mad. That one totally just came apart. Paper and all. So now we're gonna have to definitely pick that one. Or you could use your floral tape if you don't have. I might have to. I don't know. Let's try to pick it first. Was this two? I wonder if this was two. Well, let's just separate this. That might have been. I might have pulled two of them apart in the wrong place, guys. That's what it looks like. It happens. Like they had them too close together. Made me think it was just the one pick. All right, so let's go in. Start in here. Okay. Some of that whiteness around once again in there. Okay, get that going on. Let's pick this one. Let's spread that one. Anybody got any questions or anything? It's 50s at night, but still, I'll take 50s at night. If I can get 80s in the daytime, I'll take that. I just can't stand cold. It's already getting to me. It's already getting to me. Okay, so now we're going to go in here. We might actually have to use a little bit more than one. We'll see. One here and one here. Yeah, we're excuse me. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to use a little bit more than one. If I can break that one apart. Yeah. Let's go pick one off the other stem. It'll work. It'll be fine. I own a ton, see. From here on out, my laundry is going to be horrible. Because that's all I'm going to have is long sleeves. Yuck. Yuck. Ooh, that didn't pick nice. It did except for this one. It did except for that one. Okay, so let's put this one up here in front, and then we'll go steal one more of these for the I gotta get the pliers in. There we go. We'll steal one more of these. Okay. I'm gonna grab one more of those. Oh wait. Did I have another yarn? Oh, I did have one over here already. Oopsie. Two over here already. I forgot. This one might already have. No, I thought this one might have a pick already off of it, where I've taken one off already, but it does not. So we'll just take this one off this bottom here. I hate that paper. I hate that paper. But it comes on a lot of stuff, guys. So kind of gotta deal with it. Okay, spread that out nicely. I love this pick. It's so pretty for Christmas, Valentine's. If I put it in fall. Oh, you keep freezing? I wonder if it's because I'm in the design group too tonight. I tried to do that. I apologize, guys. Hopefully that's not what it is. Hopefully that's not what it is. I'll just try to go back in and out is all I can say. Okay. I think we're good. I don't know. I feel like I've got too much over here. We're going to move this one. We're going to scooch that over here towards the front so we can spread this one out. There. There we go. Now it doesn't look like we got like too much in that one spot. I just pulled some berries out there, guys. So we're going to try to stick those back in there. Try to stick those back in there and glue that paper right there so those don't come out. Okay. Spread some of those around there, some of those over here. That one up in here. All right, guys. I think we're looking pretty good. Okay. See how that's turning out so far? See how that's, hey Brenda, how are you? See how that's kind of turning out so far? I feel like I got a hole back here. So I'm going to spread some of this one over. Some of this red part over. Right there around that white. There we go. Perfectness. Perfectness. Okay. So now we just got to go back in with some basic filler. And this is something you could put a bow on. If I did it, I would probably put it up here. But I'm probably not going to make a bow tonight. I'm going to kind of sit back and look and watch and see if that's what I want to do. Is make a bow. So let's see what else we have that we might put in here. No, I don't think I want those in there. I'll see what these look like. Let's go in with a little bit different. This one is, like I said, it's the Raz Imports. Let's tear some of these off. Got some big, that's where berries came off. So let's tear a few of these off. Berries are, I'm not using those. They come off that easy. Oh! I'm not using them. They're on berries. Setting those aside. Okay, so let's just take all these off. I may use these pine cones. I may not. See, look how quick. I don't like the berries on this pig. Sometimes they're just crap. I mean, you can spend time putting them all back on, but I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, guys. And this is just something, guys, you just kind of throw together. That's what I do. I'm just trying to teach you kind of simple basics that start with, you know, like a skeleton and then go back and just layer it up. Does that make sense? So I think we'll put one in here. Let's see, do I like that or do I want? That's where I start changing my mind, y'all. Where's my, if I got any of these cut. Oh, I got these though. Well then guys, we might just change our mind all up tonight here. I think these are going to be too small. I would have to cut this pick. Let's try it. This is how I roll, guys. I try stuff. If it works, it works. Okay. That way we can make that a little bit longer. We still keep it kind of. Oh my goodness, I really like that. I'm not kind of liking that one. So we're gonna put that in the bag and save that one for later. I think there's my other fold right there. I was going to use, let me grab another one of these. I'm going to need more of these. I'm definitely going to need a few. I'll have to find a real one. What day is that? Well, we might not be using this. Hello. Okay, I got it. Okay. What did I do with those? Okay, I got them. So see, when I get an idea, then I just gotta run with it. But this is what I'm saying, try stuff. Because you never know what you're gonna like. And this is item number, this is Carol Sims Pottery, item number CS5005. And this is one of my favorites. I know it's one of Lori's favorites. It's one of Dawn's favorites. You can break it down into small pieces, use it in bigger pieces. The only bad part is it's not a push-up. So you do kind of get a little, I can get 3 pieces out of this one maybe. Just a certain area. Yeah. Cut that in our own dang place. Oh well, we'll just use this in that area right there. I'm going to have to cut this one. I'm not cutting it anymore. I'm keeping it full. Because I can cover more area. Why do that? Okay, we can cover more area like that. Okay. I'll turn that around so you can see what I'm doing. Where's that one I had cut right here? I love this because it's real glistening and stuff. Stick this one right down right here. Okay, see how it's really filling in now? Okay, this one will fill in like an area. Let's say we're going to fill this one. Let's build this one in betwixt this area up here. Okay, we're still going to need something, which I'm not sure what. I might have to go back in with some more of this. I think we'll put this one down in here. Okay. So see, it's filling that up. See how it's filling that up real nice? See how that's doing that? Okay, so let's get a few more of these going here. I'm still thinking about some long needle pine. It's still on the back burner here. Oop, get over there. Oh, I can stick this one down here. Just not making. We'll save that little piece. We'll use it somewhere. So I'm only going to cut 2 pieces out of this pick. Okay, I think I can get. I'm on the fence about that though. Every time I say I'm only, let's try maybe cutting it in the right spot this time. Let's see what happens. Okay. Okay. So we got one there. We really don't need one. Yeah, we do. Oh, that one would work there. I don't think so. I think we're going to go in with this one. But again, we're going to have to pick that because we just cut this. We cut it so we can get another piece out of it. So I'm going to have to kind of pick it, or you can use your wooden, you know, floral things and some floral tape if you don't have a pick machine. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. That fills it in real nicely. Okay, so now we've got it here. So I think, you know what? I think we might use that one. I need something under this side here. I'm still trying to debate what I want to do over there. We'll figure it out. Alright, so this one we're going to have to do a pip for sure. Okay. I need it longer. I'll see if I got any questions. How's everybody liking this design tonight? I was hoping to do two for you, but I'm not sure. What's it two? We shall see. We shall see. And this one, we're going to come back in here. Actually, we're going to go between those. Pull him up. Go in between those. So we're going to pick that one. That's really pretty full, but I still need a little bit of this, you know, glitteriness going on back there in that back to break some of this up. Okay, so I'm just kind of going right in between, down into that foam. Okay, and then just kind of spreading that around in there. Okay, so it fills that up super nicely. Okay, tail, we really don't need anything in that corner. I know it kind of looks a little bare, but it's because it's the tail, you know. We can't do nothing with that. So let's work on the front here. So we're going to need another one. I think I've used 3 of these so far. This is what I've used. Out. And this one we're going to come up here to that front. Okay, we want that kind of mixed in this front. I'll part the seeds a little bit there. Stick that in there. I feel like we got one down there. We might have to go back in with a few more around that. Let me spread that. And then if you see a bare spot, that's when you want to go back in and kind of spread a little bit. And that way you can kind of like even things out once you get those in there and whatnot. Pretty simple. Okay. So let's see what more we need here. I'm going to need a focal point here. So I'm going to show you the stuff that I use or that I'm going to use. This is one we're going to break down into the 2 pieces, so I got to pay attention. I've got to get it right in that V, and that's what's hard. I've got to get it right without cutting the picks apart. I did it. I did it. Okay, so we'll just look for bare spots around here. We need a little bit of this filler down in here. Okay. Put that one down in here. I'm running out of places to hold. Put that back down there. Let's try to get that in there a little bit further. Spreading our berries out and around again. Up and out. Look at that, guys. Isn't that looking gorgeous? Isn't that looking gorgeous? I'm really, really liking this. This one I'm going to pick and put right back in there. I think. Where's my pick machine? There we go. Got a little cranky there with it. We have a pick machine. Don't forget. I just break that sucker apart. It's all it does not like me sometimes. It does not like me. That wasn't pretty, but guess what? It's gonna work. It likes to not be nice to me. I need one down here, so we're gonna use this ugly one down here. I'll use that one down there since it's ugly. And I'll jack it up just a little bit. Alright, so this one, I'm just going back around town and making sure I think I need one there. Making sure I see places that I need a little bit filler. Okay. This one we're going to come right in here. Okay. Just to pull these berries right around through there. Pull that one kind of out and up. Okay, so now we're filling kind of out underneath his belly. Pull that up a little bit. Okay, and here's one I think I want to use in here. I forgot about this. I'm going to use this stick because we need some height in here. Okay, so I forget what these are called. These are from the Carolina pottery. Oh, they're called Natraj, Natraj, feasible T as in Tom 003, and these are really cool in centerpieces. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out a really cool one. They look like antlers, y'all. It's just like, they look like antlers. Okay, so this one looks like a super cool, like a ram. It's gonna ram that bird. That's not on there. Okay, and it's just like a crazy stick. You know what I'm saying? So I think I'm gonna come in here somewhere. That one's splitting. I might have to. Well, I'm gonna cut it down a little bit, but can't find my tape. But I want some of this kind of in here. I'm gonna have to cut that down just a little bit. This stuff is really cool. If I can get that cut down. Let's see. It's splitting. I really want to use it, so. There's a will, there's a way. I'm going to use it, dang it. I'll cut it at angles so it's kind of sharp. Hopefully it's not too big. I can cram it down in there if it is. So I'm just going to kind of come out here. Put it straight down in there. I want it down a little bit further. There we go. Turn it just a little bit. See, that adds just that little bit of element in there. Then I'm going to come back in with another crazy looking one. Let's use, I'm going to use this one. Now, I'm going to use this one. These are so cool, y'all. These are so cool. This one I'm going to have to cut down. Oh, no, we might need one more. You guys like these? I think they're cool. Hey, Georgette. Let's see where we want this one. Turn it around towards me real quick, guys. I'll just kind of crisscross that one. Let's see what this one looks like right here. Okay. That one kind of looks good there, but I think I need one more. No, I got a broken one over here that I couldn't use in a long design. So I'm going to use that one. Oh, it's perfect too. Oh no, I don't know if I want to. Let's see. Yeah, I think I am. I think I am going to use. I think I am going to use that one. It's kind of hard to cut sometimes. You can do it. You just kind of split your way through there. Use this little piece. There we go. I might just use that little piece coming through there. I'm not gonna waste that. But see how cool these are, guys. So now we can put this one, maybe kind of coming in here. And it just gives a whole nother element to everything. You know what I'm saying? Further. Oh, there we go. Alright, so let's fluff some of this stuff up here. So see how that just gives that kind of a little bit of a woodsy feel to it, a little woodsy vibe to it. I think that looks super cool. It looks super awesome. And then this one, we're not going to waste this piece. We're going to take this, since it seems kind of a little bit empty back here, out of balance. We're just going to throw that one. I think we'll throw this one back here. Okay. We'll throw that one. I don't want it to go. It's not fancy, but we just want a little something in its focal point back behind his tail. Okay. So here we got that. So now we just got to go in and kind of fill in there, y'all, with something. Something. I think we got enough of that. I don't know about this. I don't think that will look right. I think we're just going to go back in here with this. Okay, we're just going to cut up a couple more of these. I think this should fill it in fairly well. Okay. And make him look like he's just sitting in that little nest in there. Okay. I think we're good there. I think we just need more of these longins. I do it. Trying to make sure I cut where I need to cut, guys. These things are a little. I don't like to ruin these, but I didn't. Okay. Is everybody enjoying this? I guess. Hopefully so. Hopefully so. I've been wanting to do this one for y'all for a while. So let's see if I can get in between here. Put that one in there. Okay. Still feel like we need one more in there. Oh, I need one back here, guys. And I think I'll add these little pine cones, or these little ornaments somewhere. Yes. And then I think we'll be done. I don't think we'll have time for our second one. I was hoping to, but remember I can jump it off, so. Okay. I think we might need one more. Sorry, y'all. You know me, I never quit. There's something bugging me right here. So I'm going to try one of these. I'm not going to glue it. I'm going to pick it. But I'm not going to glue it. And just to see if that's what I feel like my focal point right there is missing. Okay. I hate it when they just don't get in the, when they don't get in that pick. That's usually My fault, because I picked Sheen, and I do not get along. Anywho, I will thank you, Linda. Thanks, Daddy. Thanks, Darlene. Thank y'all. I appreciate that. Let's just stick this one down in here. Like I said, I just feel like it needs something right in there to spread out along. Oh, I think that's it. I think that's it, guys. Now I got it perfect in there. I don't have glue, right? Okay, let's pull it out carefully. Pull that out. I'm just going to stick that back, hopefully, where I have it. Stick that right back where I had it. Right down in there. I'm going to go down with my pliers just a little bit. There we go. Spread this good funness throughout this thing. And down a little bit that way. Let's put some of those out there. Some flowers there. That one needs to go back there. Okay. Sorry, guys. I just want all my height to be mixed in there correctly. I think that's perfect. What do y'all think? See how that fills in the top and everything? Everything is nice and filled in. You can't really see anything. We can go back in and add, like I said, I kind of wanted to use these ornaments. I'm going to go ahead and put one kind of in there instead of a bow, or I might put one back in here. Okay, and then I might put one back over in this side, and then I might do a bow. I'm just going to put these in here for now because this is where I'm going to stop and think. Okay, so put that one back in there. Okay, so we got one here. We got one back up in here. Well, maybe not that far back. Maybe kind of got right in here. And then we could do just a small bow coming out that front in there. You know what I'm saying? And then if we wanted to, we can go back and put some pine cones in there. But I think I'm just going to leave those out for now. You know, pick them and put them in there. I think that's going to be it on this one, other than a possible bow. I think it turned out pretty good, guys. It turned out pretty good. Hope you learned something. I know, right? I just didn't like him all red. So that's why I broke it up so it would match all our flocked goodies and whatnot. And I thought that would be really super cool just doing that. Okay, so, and like I said, I could just add a little bow coming out the front, or just leave it plain. Okay, I could just do that. Okay, and let me show you from the top here. My ornament's probably gonna fall out. Okay, that's kind of from the top and the front, sides, and then the back. It's all filled in nicely. Okay. All right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it a whole lot. I wish I would have had time. I'll throw them there. I wish I would have had time to do this one. I always have this big idea in my head that I can get it really super fast. That don't ever happen, right? I talk too much. I talk too much. I change my mind too much. Look at all the glitter. This is, I feel like this is the worst season for glitter ever. I do. But anyway, guys. But, alright. Well, I hope you like this. I know I sold a nutcracker wreath last night, so I got to box that up and everything. And get that going out tonight or tomorrow or Friday. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll come back on. I don't know. We might do this one in the class. We may not get a chance to. We'll see, guys. We'll see. Let's see. It's getting colder, so I just like to be down here staying warm. So we might see. All right, guys. So I really love this, and I will see you right in the class. I think Lori's on tomorrow. Deb's on. I don't know if Deb's on a Good Friday or not. Don't know. I don't want to promise. But I don't know. I'm not gonna say because last week I didn't think she was, and I was wrong. So I won't promise nothing there. But anyway, guys, I will see you probably maybe Saturday. I might start the mannequin process. We shall see. If I don't do that Saturday, then I'm definitely going to come on here in the morning sometime maybe and do that Santa Claus. We'll finish that. That was the other centerpiece base that we prepped the other day. So I'll come on and we'll do that one. Okay, that'll be another fun one. All right. So as always, guys, laugh and live with a half full cup. When it's all about clouds, find the sun, and above all else, be kind. And I thank you for hanging out with me. Oh, thank you all so much. And I will see you in the group. All right. Bye, y'all. Have a great rest of the week. Thank you.